If I were Donald Trump's astrologer, if he actually listened to me, I'd tell him one thing. The show is over. The deal making is done. You're out of time. You've reached a fork in the road you can't wiggle out of. And the stars? Oh, they're screaming it. Let me explain. Trump is a Gemini sun with a Leo rising. He's a performer. He's a negotiator. He's someone who survives through charm, dominance, and constant motion. But as of July 7th, that exact day that Netanyahu visited the White House, Uranus entered Gemini, his sun sign. This wasn't just symbolic, this was surgical. Because Uranus is the planet of shocks, awakenings, revolutions, and for Trump, it's personal because over the next few years, Uranus in Gemini is going to hit his natal Uranus, giving him a Uranus return, which, by the way, the United States is in now. It's marked every American war. But this Uranus is also going to come conjunct his natal North Node in Gemini and finally his Sun in Gemini. This is no ordinary transit. This is a soul intervention, a karmic override, a cosmic emergency broadcast. So if you're Trump, here's what I'd advise you with this. Number one, buckle up. You're not dealing with partners anymore. You are arguably dealing with some predators. You're not making deals. You're being boxed in. Because most of us who can read the room, we know that Israel doesn't negotiate and the deep state doesn't forgive. And people who you maybe once thought you could outmaneuver because maybe you did, well, they don't want to deal anymore. They might want to do something like more severe, more out of control. And the tragedy here is that you might still think that you can split the difference with these people, that you can appease the machine while pacifying the populists. But you can't, not this time with this that's going on. Because maybe these people never had it in mind for you to actually be the savior, maybe to play that role or that part for a time, but perhaps they were really looking for you to be the honeypot, whether you knew it or not. Because you rallied people who still believed in the truth, in freedom, in sovereignty, and all that jazz. But now a lot of these people are getting tagged, tracked, and potentially targeted in the future. So I'm going to show you your way out. Your way out is not to win the game, hard as it is for a Leo rising and a Mars in Leo. Your way out is not to win the game, but to redeem your soul by telling the truth, exposing the machine, saying what you saw, and confessing to what compromised you. Name the names. Yeah, you'll probably lose a lot, if not everything. But then you'll finally become the man that your base had imagined or hoped that you would be, or that you were, which is not necessarily the deal maker, not the apprentice, but the rebel with Uranus here, the whistleblower, the sacrificial lion. Because that's your North Node in Gemini. That's what Uranus is demanding of you in all of this. You've got to be the message, even if it breaks you. Now, I don't expect Trump to see this, but I do hope that those who do see this are understanding what this moment is all about. Because we're watching the collapse of illusion in real time. This right here that's going on in his chart is either going to be his awakening or his failure. And it's tied to the fate of this nation. Because as I said before, both he and America are having their Uranus returns at the same time. So revolution, well, it is a-coming. Whether it comes from Trump or in spite of him, that's still undecided.